All right, good morning everybody. So today we're going to be working on rolling out the slab for our monster mug. So for our monster mug, we are going to be choosing a form. So there's taller forms, there's shorter forms. If you're like, no, I desperately need a really tall one, we can combine forms. This would be a little too much. But whatever you decide to pick, your slab needs to be slightly wider than this. So if you've cut it freshly off of the block like I did and it's already wide enough, when you roll out your slab, make sure it kind of, goes the direction you want to. So if I want this to get longer and it's already wide enough, then I want to make sure I'm rolling like this. If I was trying to do this one, this is not quite wide enough. It's not quite wide enough. So I'd want to go and roll out this way or something similar, okay? So I'm gonna start off this way. I'm gonna push down with my hands and get it kind of flatter just using my hands. Then I'm gonna add on my 2 sticks. I'm gonna make sure that my canvas is not wrinkled. Remember, you can pull from the side. And then remember, usually you wanna stand while you're doing this. Start in the middle, rolling pin on top of the sticks, hands on top of the rolling pin, don't waste your time with this, and push forward from the middle and make sure the clay is moving. If you're just like this, it's not gonna go anywhere, right? But you wanna go a little way, flip it over, check and make sure that your canvas is not wrinkled. Start in the middle, roll away from yourself, right? Now, depending on how hard your clay is, like if you use recycled clay and it's like super wet, maybe wedge longer. But like for me, I'm using the clay straight out of the bag. And this batch of clay, because it sat here for a while because of all the craziness those last couple of years, it's a little bit stiff, but it's gonna work out really great for this process. So you're gonna, if you're like, oh, look, I have way more clay than I need, trim some of it off. Why do extra work? So I'm gonna trim part of this off so that way I can finish rolling it out a little bit faster. I'm gonna keep that little scrap bit though, in case I need it for later, because I will need a slab for the bottom. So depending on how much I have left on this bit, I may or may not need that one. So I'm just gonna save it for now. So keep flipping and rolling. When you very first flip it, if it's still moving, you gotta keep on going. So if this area moves, you gotta keep going. If you very first flip it and it doesn't move anymore, then you're good. So that doesn't take very long if you're following the directions. So now I have my slab. So thanks everybody.